Back in November, the Texans lost a blowout in their last game against the Titans. Can Tennessee finish the sweep? Find out next.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup, and they know that they are in for a fight here.
And anytime you're dealing with the #1 defense in the league, all through your preparation, you know that yards are going to be tough to come by. But working in their favor, they can run the football, one of the top 5 teams in the league in that category. So I expect it.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Take it in at the 3. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun. This one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Set, ready. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Texans at 0-12 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Touchdown, Texans! A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will jump on top of the game's first. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 66 yards. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Back to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now will be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
And they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down on the 32-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Tannehill on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. The hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 38, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. incomplete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And a little floater there is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Again, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. So
this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Jarvis Landry up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And a big reason why they have this big lead, the running game. They're over 100 yards as a team, and it's been the catalyst for this offense. And meanwhile, for the Titans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Tannehill on first down. On the slant, Burks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods, 53 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Tannehill going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
On play action, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. And they'll run on the inside handoff. No gain on the play there, a second down. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Malik Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Now they'll run on the ball. He's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw is Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But
back out there and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, they to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Henry again on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll run it here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a fourth quarter lead. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. So a sensational return there on special teams. A foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 24-17. A little over 80 ticks to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Got his man, it's Woods. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Now Tannehill to Henry. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Tannehill to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Texans, it's a hallelujah moment as they pick up their first win following 12 straight defeats. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis.